Before freedom was fully written into law, it whispered right here on the edge of the Chesapeake Bay. This is Fort Monroe, a fortress of stone, older than our nation's freedom itself. But something you may not know, this is also the very place where the enslaved were first brought into bondage. 8 centuries later, the very same place they returned for freedom. Tell me, that ain't a sermon by itself. It blows my mind that the soil that once received our change later received our healing. That's more than a story, that's a lesson. Sometimes God brings us right back to the place that broke us, not to suffer, but to restore us. In 1861, 3 men, Frank Baker, Shepherd Moley, and James Townsend, risked everything. They ran to these walls, seeking sanctuary. A Union general by the name of Benjamin Butler faced a choice. Called them contrabands. Not citizens, not even free people, just property of war. But here's the thing, contraband has value. They were saying, you may not be free yet, but you're too valuable to return to bondage. That word stuck with me. Some of us may be carrying scars from old chains, and yet we're still valuable. You hear me? You're still worthy, still worth keeping. Right here, just steps away from these walls, a hospital was built, not just for wounds, but for warriors. Black soldiers, freed men came here to heal, and Harriet Tubman walked these grounds. A woman who once led others to freedom now tend to their wounds. See, freedom ain't just escape, it's restoration. And healing is a part of freedom too. But freedom is only the first step, a beautiful, powerful first step. The next step, education. Just a short walk from those fort walls. Seeds of learning was planted beneath the branches of the Emancipation Oak. Here, in this red brick classroom, Black children full of hope, prepared to change the world. Behold, the emancipated tree, a place of freedom, of restoration, of new beginnings. Before you see me, just look. This is more than a campus. This is the womb where legacy was formed, the soil where minds was tilled, the gate where generations walked through barefoot and brave. In 1868, General Samuel Chapman Armstrong founded Hampton Normal and Agricultural Institute, now called Hampton University. They didn't just build a school here, they built a way forward. Hampton University became more than a name. She became the mother of movements, the father of the future. Colleges was born from her, cities were shaped by her, and lives was lifted because of her. This place is not just Black history, it's American rebirth. I still remember walking these grounds for the first time. I didn't just feel the breeze, I felt the weight, like the elders was whispering, you're here now, so carry it forward. So I walked these grounds not just to record history, but to feel it, to remember that we've always been more than what they've called us. And maybe your Fort Monroe is that place that once held your chain, but now offer you the chance to heal and be restored. Or maybe your Hampton University is that place, that person, that idea, that opportunity that gives you the tools to build a new way forward. From this red brick classroom, this fortress walls, the lessons are clear. First, we are valuable. Even when the world sees us as contrabands, we are worthy, and you are worth keeping. Second, healing is a part of freedom. The restoration of our minds, our bodies, and spirit is as important as the breaking of our chain. And finally, our legacy is not just history to be recorded, but a future to be built. What they started, we are called to continue. Now let's get it. I wanted to take the time to say thank you if you've reached this part of the video. But why am I doing such a lofty project as far as digging down and teaching the history? One of the reasons, or my main reason, is because when I moved here to Virginia approximately 7.5 years ago, I recognized the wealth of history that was here, mainly Black history. I also understood that this is the foundation of what can be considered America. And the reason that this foundation is so important is because you, especially of the Black community, was a pivotal role and a pivotal background for this country. And it should not be lost, or it should not be forgotten. The second reason why I wanted to do this video and started with Fort Monroe and Hampton University is because I could have said a whole lot more to the history of Fort Monroe, and I definitely could be digging in and doing a whole lot more history of Hampton University. But I wanted to give that brief and deep synopsis of both too. How we need to have policy and at the same time proper education in order to grow, to develop, and to move forward. Now, I am not naive. I do a deep research in the history, so I understand some of the political and social and legal things that has happened to the Black community right here in Hampton Road. I understand what redlining is. I totally understand economic disparities that has happened here. So I am not naive, but at the same time, I don't want us living in the past and not learning from it so that we can now start building today for a legacy tomorrow. This channel is my way of building that legacy so that the knowledge and wisdom and understanding can move forward. When I first came here, the first place that I went was to Buckrow Beach, which will be my new video coming up. But then I was told by one of the people that lived in Phoebus about Fort Monroe. And that's what started this whole mindset and this whole series off. The rich history of what happened from Fort Monroe to Hampton University to Phoebus and a clue, Bayshore Beach, is what fueled me not only to do this video, but it also fueled me to do this channel. Because the wealth and the knowledge that we can learn from the people in the past that attempted to build the legacy that we can have now, we need to be proud of who we are as a people, no matter where we may have started. It's where you're gonna end up. So I want each and every single one of you to know that Hampton, I see you. Newport News, I see you. Suffolk, I see you. Portsmouth, I see you. Norfolk, Virginia, I see you. Chesapeake, I see you. And yes, Virginia Beach, I see you. And your voices need to be heard. Your stories need to be told. And I'm here to help you move your voices and push your story forward. We may have problems, but what we see as the problem, we can also together collectively get a solution. To all my TikTokers in the 757, I see you too. So let us understand, history is one thing. And I never want to just be this academic speaking, just giving you names and dates. I want you to be able to apply the historical knowledge so that you have a reason to grow right here, right now. Sometimes, especially my younger generation, they can't figure out why they're in the situation they're in. And too many times, older people tend to make the past and all these areas sound so beautiful without telling them exactly the political and the social and the context of what was going on. You will find out destructions of generation wealth, but it doesn't mean that what happened in the past has to be your present. And it doesn't mean that what's going on in the present has to be your future. So I want you to subscribe to this channel for more knowledge about history of the 757. Get knowledge about business and finance like you've never heard before. I can almost guarantee that. So I want to thank you again for taking the time and the opportunity to subscribe to this channel. Leave me a comment. And again, as I said, I want to bring the best of the 757 that I definitely can. 2 up, 2 down. Peace.